The news you need. The fast-paced, hard-hitting stories you've come to expect. From the team you trust. Broadcast to you live in high definition from the Evergreen State College, this is GUWE 2 News. GUWE 2 News.
Good evening and welcome to GUWE 2 Nightly News. I'm Tara Boonwald.
And I'm Rick Rangel.
In one of tonight's top stories, protesters have gathered at Evergreen's Red Square following an attack on a local man at the Evergreen State College. Chad Sterling, 22, was attacked earlier while smoking outside of a designated smoking area at the college's campus. Despite the ordeal, Chad is speaking out and the Olympia community is listening. We'll have more on that in a little while.
And for the first time, we'll take you to the streets for a glimpse at the seedy underbelly of Olympia crime. But first, Microsoft's latest gadget, the GoBlet, has officially outsold Apple's iPad mini. The Windows-powered mini tablet came to the market late in the fall of 2012. Despite low performance ratings in reviews like Consumer's Digest and PC Magazine, our sources confirm that the GoBlet has outsold the iPad and hit the multi-million-dollar mark early, and sales continue to climb.
It's super dope. Its processor is like 1080 megapixels, and it's way better than the iPad. It's like $200 more.
In a recent legislative hearing, a majority Republican vote has enacted a bill legalizing vandalization of the Evergreen State College and all associated facilities. Chief proponent Senator Mark Muntucker pioneered the bill with a projected addition of up to 100 new jobs to handle cleanup and restoration.
And fast food chain Taco Chimes has recently announced that their products now will contain up to 35% meat. Real meat. The chain now plans to revamp their advertising campaign as they now meet FDA regulations that qualify their food to be labeled as organic.
For those of you with a sweet tooth and a sour disposition, help may be on the way. New research from the American Psychological Association suggests that eating a tub of ice cream may help in the treatment of depression. Doctors are supplementing and even switching patients' prescriptions from medications like Prozac and Xanax to a diet of up to 3 quarts of Ben & Jerry's daily.
And in more unfortunate news, a local teen has passed away after catching a harsh case of Bieber fever. The most recent death in what is fast becoming a national epidemic, the teen was found at the foot of her computer desk after watching Justin Bieber's most recent viral YouTube video, in which the man-boy blows a dandelion into the wind in slow motion. The parents have arranged for an open vigil on Sunday at Timberline High School.
Terrible news, Rick. We all send our condolences. In other news, an independent research poll has found that everyone on Earth has officially stopped listening to metal. The extensive poll claims that many ex-metal fans have reached a dead end with the genre, many saying they've finally grown up and are ready to move on with their lives.
Finally going to get rid of those old Megadeth records, eh, Tara?
They have just been taking up space. After the break, we'll take you down to our live coverage of the response to an attack on a local smoker.
And I'll take you in for an exclusive investigation of Olympia's many dark secrets.
And senior correspondent Glenda Herberber will take you in for a gritty look at the grimy goodies of dumpster divers and their deep dishes.
Also, after the break, stay tuned for weather with Terry Jerry and an athletic romp with Stephen Wonder.
When you're driving, it's almost impossible to read your phone's navigation directions. What you need is a co-pilot, and who better than action film star Liam Neeson? With the Liam Neeson co-pilot app on your mobile device, you'll get voice-guided navigation from the star himself, including sound bites from some of his greatest films.
Go straight. They have to go to the embassy.
The app even responds to your voice. It's like Liam's really there.
Liam, navigate home.
Back. Come on, move.
Liam even gives helpful reminders in case you think you may have missed a step.
Stay low. Keep going. Come on, faster. You can make it.
Thanks, Liam. I don't know how you do it.
Very particular set of skills.
Download the Liam Neeson Copilot app now and bring Liam on the road with you.
Welcome back to GUWE 2 News. In one of tonight's top stories, an Evergreen student was violently attacked for smoking a cigarette in a non-smoking area. In response, protesters are gathering on Evergreen's Red Square to hold a demonstration. Chief Bad Habit correspondent Chip Dangle has more. Chip?
What started out as a regular day for Evergreen student Chad Sterling turned into a nightmare he will likely never forget.
So I was on my way to class, coming from the bus loop, and I light up a smoke, and all of a sudden this dude just comes out of nowhere and jumps me.
Police are withholding the name of the person responsible for the attack, which is pending further investigation. Speculation is centered around a faculty member known as a longtime smoker hater.
I mean, I'm pretty shaken up about this, but this is really just one act of aggression, man. I mean, I've been called disgusting. Parents don't let their kids look at me. I've been called icky, yucky, sicky nar, stuff like that. But really, I see it as a blessing in disguise. I mean, hopefully I can just bring more awareness to this issue.
In a recent statement to the press, civil rights activist Dr. Toby Bacco explained, "Whether you agree with lifestyles of smokers or not, I urge everyone to take a fresh look at the matter. Despite their yellow teeth and smelly clothes, smokers are people too." In response to the attack, protesters are gathered here at Evergreen's Red Square to demand their civil rights and let their voices be heard.
We're people too. You think we just want to be pushed off to the outskirts of society all the time? No, you think people want to be smokers? I don't want to be a smoker. We're born this way. This is how it is.
Yo, man, this is just the tipping point. There's a long history of aggression towards smokers in the Olympia area. The teacher who did this is just one of the closed-minded, ignorant bigots who thinks they're better than everybody else who smokes.
Now again, we are still awaiting the official report from the Thurston County PD. We will have more as the story unfolds. For GUWE 2 News, I'm Chip Dangle.
Thanks, Chip. I had no idea you were so enthusiastic about smoker equality. And now to Stephen Wonder with the latest on local sports.
I won't lie. When I got assigned to cover the sports for an Olympia news show, I got a little bit worried. Our city just lacks any sort of traditional official sports team. I thought this might be problematic for reporting sports news in our community, but as I looked deeper, I realized that we have a thriving community of true sports enthusiasts who still believe in the integrity of the games they play. You won't find these athletes earning six-figure salaries, or any figure for that matter. I went down to the YMCA to meet up with the local basketball team, the Animals, to see the sports and get the story. Right from the tip-off, or handoff, I could tell it was going to be an intense game. Both the Animals and the Bobcats showed such a fierce defense that not a single basket was scored in the first half of the game.
Coach Sarah, tell us about how it's going in the first half.
It's going well. My kids have made plenty of baskets. Drew, my little guy, working real hard to get him in there, but all around, it's a good spread, good work.
Excellent. What are your plans for making adjustments in the second half?
Give the ball to Jagger and Henry only, not pass it to the other teammates.
Things really heated up in the second half, with the Animals showing a level of ferocity equal to their name. As the clock ticked down, everyone in the crowd was on the edge of their seats. The game was tied, and the Bobcats looked like they could steal the lead. The shot was up, and they missed. With seconds left, the Animals rushed down the court, and they made it. The Animals won 12-10 in a down-to-the-wire finish.
So you guys are the Animals. How did you get that name?
The name? Well, I kept throwing out like unicorn sharks and My Little Pony And like the Panthers, they didn't want to be any of those. They kept giving me animal names back, and we couldn't decide. So I was like, why don't we just be the animals, and you can be your each individual animal.
All right, so what's your individual animal?
What animal are you?
A lion.
And what sound does the lion make?
Wow.
Nice. And what animal are you?
Monkey.
And what sound does a monkey make? Nice. And what animal are you?
A giraffe.
Do you know what sound a giraffe makes? That's a tough one.
What was really great about the animals was that their victory didn't matter to them. We could all take a lesson from the animals. It really isn't whether you win or lose, but how you win the game. Back to you.
Those kids sure looked great out there.
Absolutely, Tara. Unfortunately, viewers at home, I'd like to call your attention to something that's not so adorable. Crime. Crime has been on the rise in the Olympia area for the past decade. Dangerous and mysterious. A mysterious danger. I took one of our most seasoned field crews to hit the streets and personally get the inside scoop.
Today we're going to talk about crime. Crime is increasingly a part of the average American's life. From small towns to big cities, even neighborhoods like yours. Crime can happen in the halls of power or on the gritty streets. It's a dark day in a city that knows how to keep its secrets. I'm your host, Rick Rangel. Come with me as we enter the crime zone. Crimes can happen anywhere. To find crimes, you have to be intuitive. You gotta know what to look for. Luckily, I do. Come with me. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, man, that's a good spot. Just a guy relaxing, no crimes in there. Here. Okay, so this is a demonstration of a real crime. This is a real crime that can happen.
Wait, give me your wallet. Wait, now my pants are all wet. Doggone you.
They're good. This is called a mugging. This is a mugging.
I'm victimized.
You see, the thing about banks is that banks commit crimes. People commit crimes against banks. People commit crimes in banks. Banks are epicenters of crime in the city. Take a look. All sorts of crimes just waiting to happen. Big ones and small ones. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. Zoom in on that. Zoom in on that right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that streak. Follow it. Follow it. Follow it. This is pollution. Pollution right here. Where's it coming from? Right there. That's the spot. That's where it is. That's what I'm talking about. See anything? I can't do it. Don't paint there. Definitely don't paint there. Don't paint there. Don't paint there. Let's see. Someone painted there. As you can tell, crime's rampant in downtown Olympia. Came across all kinds of crimes. Financial crimes, bodily crimes, environmental crimes. But they're all crimes of a certain sort. Low crimes, low on the hierarchy. Join me next time as we visit a different kind of crime zone, but a crime zone nonetheless. The city still hasn't revealed any of its secrets to us. I'm Rick Rangel.
Are you serious? What was that? I apologize, viewers at home. I'm not sure how that segment got approved by our producers. Luckily, it's time for the weather with Chief Meteorologist Terry Jerry. Terry?
Thanks, you two. A real humdinger of a week of weather here in the state capital of Olympia. Let's take a look at traffic and weather on our way up I-5.
Traffic is backed up heading north all the way through Pierce and King counties, and it looks like we've got cloudy skies and patches of rain throughout, coming in from the southwest off of Rainier and east from the Sound. And for those of you heading southbound, we've got cloudy skies and patches of rain all the way down through Vancouver and over the Interstate Bridge into Oregon. Traffic is backed up just north of Great Wolf Lodge heading towards Olympia and is crawling down through Centralia to the bridge. But let's take a look at the big picture for a second. Across the rest of the state, we see a great range of temperatures and weather systems, but at home, we're just getting the same cloudy skies and patches of rain as we've had for the rest of the week, with highs in the low 40s. Now, we're not going to see any signs of real change for us in Thurston County up until just after 2 a.m., and we should expect rain to start up again before the sun has had the slightest chance to make a break for it. But let's see how we fare in our 4-day futurecast. For this first week of March, Saturday the 2nd through Tuesday the 5th, we've got more chances of cloudy skies and patches of rain, with highs in the... Wrong week? Can you bring up the right week? March 2nd to the 5th. No, I can't tell if that's right. I'm standing in front of a green screen. No, it looks right in the prompter, but it looked right when you had the wrong week up.
Thank you, Terry. It appears we're having some technical difficulties here at GUWE 2 News. We'll have more on the weather at 11 o'clock with Agnes Winterhold.
And stay tuned for more of GUWE 2 News after this.
Water. We can't live without it. We live water. We love water. We breathe water. Okay, wait. Maybe not that last part. But we are pretty much like 98% water, right? Introducing Wata. A new freshwater beverage cold from the magical, mystical spout of Olympia, Washington. It's not just water, it's Wata.
Hi there. My name is Walter Watt. Here in Olympia, we have a little thing called community. People here share just about everything, from books to responsibilities, illegally downloaded music, and love. Finally, you too can have a little part of Olympia in your belly with Wata.
Wata.
We use all natural ingredients, our secret recipe, and we pride ourselves on being 100% green. We bottle our beverage using bottles culled from the legendary streets of Olympia. These bottles have touched the lips of artists, musicians, and generally pretty cool people. So now you too can have a swig of the glory that is Wata.
Wata.
Are you tired of being out of sync, drinking regular old tap water that just calcifies your pineal gland, while all your friends are glowing, beautiful beacons of hydrated perfection? Well, look no further.
After drinking this stuff, I feel like my aura is way more luminescent, and my pathways are opening up like a lotus bed of flowers. I don't know what they put in this stuff, but whoa.
Wata is a trademark of Walter Watt Incorporated and should not be used as a nutritional supplement, face wash, water to wash pets, or water substitute. Products is processed on same equipment as nuts, gluten products, pesticides, and Walter's Wacky Beef and Pork products.
Welcome back. This just in. The navigational smartphone app, the Liam Neeson co-pilot, may be to blame for the 5-car pileup that is backing up traffic on I-5. Seems that no one has been injured in the accident. Our reporter Glenda Herperber is at the scene of the accident right now.
Glenda, we understand you have with you an officer with more information about the accident.
We're here just off Interstate 5, where crews are cleaning up the wreckage of a 5-car pileup that happened only moments ago. We have here with us Officer Jacob Copenhaver, who has spoken with the driver, who is believed to have been the cause of the accident at this time. Jacob, what can you tell us about the driver, who is believed to have been at fault, and what do you think caused this accident?
Well, as of this time, it seems that the primary driver that I've spoken with is responsible for the collision. However, she's not taken fault for it yet. There's been mention about the Liam Neeson driving navigation app, which began giving her directions to make a U-turn in the middle of the freeway. It became more persistent, even though she knew that it wasn't the best option. She didn't know what else to do. She made the U-turn, which initially caused the collision. As of right now, the investigation is still ongoing, and we're working to clear the collision off the roadways for commuters.
All right, thank you, Jacob. Well, there you have it, straight from the scene of the accident. The driver is blaming her demanding navigational device. Glenda Herperber reporting.
Wow, I can't believe Liam would do that. That sure would stress me out.
Speaking of which, America is one of the most stressed out nations on Earth. Problems like overdue bills, long workdays, and relationship troubles all contribute to our nation's collectively over-the-top stress levels. Tonight, we bring you a special report on how to manage stress in your everyday life. Senior correspondent Chip Dangle has more.
Life is tough, and it doesn't seem to get any easier. New studies are suggesting an alternative method of reducing stress. I sat down with psychologist Nancy Snivel to hear her take on the matter.
It is difficult to find a be-all, end-all solution for relieving stress. As it turns out, however, there is one thing that everyone can do that can significantly help by simply complaining about it.
Can you give me an example?
You're in the restroom and you've just finished washing your hands, and the automatic paper towel dispenser won't feed you a paper towel.
That's happened to me countless times.
Right? Well, by saying to the person next to you that paper towel dispenser, it's a piece of crap, or you could probably make a better one, you relieve the initial stress by creating some common ground with the people that are around you. Complaining about things creates a true sense of community.
Don't you think people are going to be more negative by complaining so much?
As long as you are complaining more than the people around you, you're going to be just fine. The idea here is to be the first and the loudest to complain about something.
Okay, run with me here. Let's say you're at home all alone and you go to make something for dinner and there's nothing to eat. Who should you complain to when you're all by yourself?
Excellent question. I'm so glad you brought this up. There is an entire company dedicated to facilitating complaint boards that you can share with your friends. It's called Facebook. It's as if Facebook was created for the sole purpose of complaining. You can complain about virtually anything. And the best part about this is you can whine to your friends, and your friends can join in and whine with you.
With that said, I encourage you all to stand up and let your whining be heard. Don't stress out trying to solve problems. Instead, just complain about them. For GUWE 2 News, I'm Chip Dangle.
Wow, thank you, Chip. You know, I should really open up one of those Facebook accounts.
And we've got another great way for you to manage your stress. Tired of paying too much at the grocery store? We had senior correspondent and secret foodie Glenda Herperber team up with a local dumpster diving chef to show you how to cook on the cheap.
Hello there. We are currently in the back of a local grocery store, and I have here with me Christy, who will be showing us a new way of retrieving food.
Hello, I'm Christy.
So, Christy, are these the typical veggies you usually find at this local dumpster?
Yeah, they're usually a little moldy. You just cut it off and it's all good, you know? Slice it, open on the bottom, everything can fall out. That meat chunk go. There's a lot of scattered pizza toppings. You don't want to trust meat from a dumpster.
Yeah. What inspired you two to dumpster dive?
Well, in America, we throw away so much trash that we could feed all of Africa, and it's all good food that we're throwing away. This is kind of sticky, but it's in a bag.
Sticky icky, still delishy. I just went with my friend and got
beer from a dumpster. And I just did it because I wanted to get drunk that night.
We got some good stuff out of my neighbor's trash can here, and I think we will be having a pretty good meal here.
Oh, man.
You cut the whole part
Oh,
out
no.
where I found money in the trash.
You found money in the trash.
There's enough, let me tell you, there's enough money in American dumpsters out there
Today. Tell him.
to feed all of Europe.
All of it. And that whole bit about me talking about the time when I went out with a friend to get beer, it makes me appear as if I have no priorities or goals or complexities in life. But while we're on it, I want everybody to know that there's enough beer in the dumpsters today to cure all of Europe of its depression.
There's enough books thrown away in America that it's like we're living with Nazis.
And this whole entire economic collapse
Can't believe I agreed to do this.
overlooks the fact that Bush threw away a ton of jobs. And if Obama was just willing to get his hands a little sticky and go dumpstering, maybe we would all have a job again.
You could probably find Liam Neeson in the trash.
Who's Liam Neeson?
Thanks, guys. What an amazing and unconventional meal. You know, you've shown me there's a lot to be said for breaking conventions. We had reporter and resident musicologist Dirk Bevel sit down with local musical act Auto Cocoon to talk about their unconventional sound. Let's roll that tape.
Hi, this is Dirk Bevel here with Spaces and Places. We are here today with the band Auto Cocoon. So who are all of you and what do you do?
My name's Caitlin, and I wrote a few songs and
I'm Jake Goltiani. I play bass.
How did you start this project?
I started it because I really like the sound of music, and I was writing songs by myself, and then I realized how boring it was and thought maybe I should have a bassist.
That's where I come in.
Yeah, that bassist is a perfect collaborator with a singer-songwriter.
I'm not even sure where we are right now.
Yeah.
We're at Media Island International in beautiful downtown Olympia. Media Island is a resource and networking center for people, groups, and movements working on social justice, economic democracy, ecological sustainability, and peace.
Is this a member of your band?
Just not in the band, sorry.
Well, that concludes our interview. Thank you, Steve and Karen.
What about all the other questions?
Thanks for tuning in this evening to GUWE 2 News. I'm Rick Rangel.
And I'm Tara Boonwald signing off. As a special treat, we have a recording from our interview with Auto Cocoon to play us out. You can catch the full recording with them online at evergreen.edu/streams.
Live at Meganland, Auto Cocoon.
Auto Cocoon. Auto Cocoon.